morning. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Pennsylvania. Hello, Georgia. Hello, North Carolina. Hello, worldwide. It is the Big Heart owner, Dr. Minister Lisa Glenn, and I'm welcoming you guys back to my live simulcasting. Yes, you can tune in and catch me live on YouTube right now. Tune in to YouTube right now. I'm live. Let's go. Let's bring the momentum. Let's bring the momentum. Now, this morning, I just wanted to come on and say hello. Have a very amazing sit down Sunday. I just wanted to come and share my week events. Things went wonderful for me this week, and I just wanted to get on and share as my steps continue to evolve that where we are now in our process. So now, where we are in our process, we're being obedient to the Most High God. We're continuing our faith journey. We're still praying on behalf of ourselves, and we're making each step count. Basically, we're making our next move our best move. Now, I would like to say I'm very proud of the way that the city has been handling things. I'm very proud of the way things went down at the forum. I hear that you guys had a magnificent turnout, zero incident. I couldn't have been no prouder representing the city of Harrisburg when there are peers and friends, new people that come around when it comes to me. So I didn't want to be able to have to be a part of no malfunctions or no nothing. So I was so grateful and proud of my own city that, yeah, you guys put on, and I'm grateful. So now I love Allentown a little bit. So I've been putting my roots and grounds and my claws in down there. I've also been looking into Philadelphia. The Most High has a bigger plan for me, guys. And I'm not the orchestra today. The Lord is giving me and pulling my strings. That's all. I'm not doing the footwork. So as you guys know, of course, you're here live in my studio. You know you guys are live right here in my Big Heart studio. Yes, I shut down some things because I have some other endeavors to take care of. But what I would like for you guys to do is to continue to support as you've been. And if you want to go to YouTube, guys, go ahead and log on. Y'all can watch me right here on Facebook. But you know, my ultimate goal is to be worldwide. So coming live from the Big Heart studio, let's go. It's your own very own minister, Dr. Glenn. If anybody is dealing with any situationships, now is the perfect time to start inboxing me for referrals. I have a referral link that I could refer you to some of our peers. And I would like for you to come on board and allow us to assist you and get you through your moment. Yes. Come on. Let's get through these moments together. So there's a lot of us that have the lived experience. And I talked about it before. So just as your local minister, I'm not here to give you the Bible again today. I'm not going to just read directly from the Bible. I'm going to just tell you that I'm still in my steps and in my process. So then in the beginning, and then we fast forwarded some, remember, and then we talked about not looking back. And then we talked about helping the prisoners and not forgetting the prisoners. And then we brought up Isaiah, and then we talked about Amos. And now we want to talk more personal now. Because when I had to do my personal inventory, I had got away from my personal self, remember? I uninvited everybody to the personal developed me. It was professional or nothing. And I stood on that for a while. My values became a lot greater to me. So, but all I'm saying today is now I'm going back down my ladder because I'm not too big to go back down. There were some steps in my life that I stopped at. And that was my personal development. And I'm coming on and saying to you in my skin, I have to work on personability. I got to work on dealing person to person. I have already adopted to the professional world. And in my professional world, I stopped dealing with personal people. Yes, but in my group, what I learned in I'm halfway at my license. So I want to claim my license, but I don't want to claim it beforehand. But what I can't fail in is my lived experience. So when you're dealing with a person that has put their best foot forward, and they realized that they had a life that they was born into some turmoil, a life that people are still struggling with today to get a grip on. So then realizing that things in your life all necessarily wasn't your fault. Come on. So when you have to accept these things, you mean to tell me it really wasn't my fault all this time? And you know that the solution is my fault and I didn't take heed to that. So every opportunity that I had to go forward to help fixing myself. And then I started to learn that the word fix ain't for me because I'm not in a broken place. See, I'm not a fabric or a fiber that is broken. I'm a human being that receives feelings that are valid. And I just wanted to come on and say, hey, remember your support. Go get your people. Put your life plan on writing. Get yourself an action plan and then put some action to it. Because the only thing that I can say to you is, as I sat down and put myself a life plan together on some have nots that I thought I had everything together. And I'm thinking I got 30 something businesses. And I'm thinking I got all these services. And I'm thinking all of this is based on my lived experience. And then I turned around and said to myself, I said, self, come on now, self. You didn't put yourself down for a certificate. I laid down for a certificate. I cried the blues so that I could get a certificate. But I didn't never go back and want to know and remedy where or why or how I can stop my tears. Okay, I shouldn't still be telling my story with a teardrop. I should be able to get up here and tell my story just like this. But the way I'm talking to you, this ain't my story. I'm just talking to you about me. But if I got to start giving you my story, come on, God, there was a link missing. And the link to that missing was that personal relationship that I needed to get with my higher power. The only relationship I got with my higher power, and I see my world out here as a living witness. I became the world's professional daughter. I became professional daughter. I started putting my paperwork up first in front of my own self. I started going in front of my God and hiding behind my company. And I start saying, God, well, I'm going to do the works. It's the 501c. I'm going to give away. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to be the provider. I'm going to be the bridge. I'm going to be that gap in between. And my God tapped me down and said, come here. Not like a crab in a barrel. I'm here to pull you down. I'm going to give you the strength that you need to step down. See, there's a difference when somebody's a crab in a barrel and they pulling you down. What the Most High God does is takes you by your hand and steps you down and said, listen, I'm not trying to knock you down to build you up. I'm not trying to take your high horse and let it leave you. What I'm trying to do is show you that it's still some you that needs working on. I let you in the room and you withdrew. You took the withdrawal and then you started isolating. Then you stopped isolating and start seeking knowledge. But the only thing that I did not seek is me in that knowledge. I forgot about me. I didn't know how to introduce myself. Come on. She, her. Yeah, she, her. But who exactly am I? You understand? Because you remember I was being introduced as Rita's daughter, Jovette Henderson's daughter, Manny Flood's daughter, all these people's daughter. But then when I became the daughter of the Kingdom Hall, the daughter of the Most High God that sits on the seventh heaven above his throne, when I became his daughter, because I needed more than a physical father, because every time you turned around, it was something going on. There wasn't no time for me at the moment. But when I relied on the reins of the Most High God, and I said, God, there's something missing. You didn't build me up. Oh, yeah, you didn't got me approved. I got every license. I got every recertification. God, come on. There's something missing in me. And the whisper came and said, you know what's missing in you is you. Now, he had to remind me of who I was. My God said, let me just tap you a little bit. Let me get it up in your mind. That you know everything but yourself. You like and love everything, every status except for yourself. And then I'm catching my breath and I said, I don't know. I do love myself. Don't I? Don't I? And my God said, no, we ain't talking about your love for getting yourself up and getting dressed. Yeah, you remember the time when I didn't get dressed, when I just lay still and didn't make no moves for me. The times when you sit there in a slumber and you think, well, if I get up today, I must be feeling a lot better. And then you go here to school or you go to work and you got to go do what you got to do because we surviving and we ain't thriving. So therefore, I thought that when I established these businesses and everything, and Lord and behold, it all went through. And then I had to sit down and mirror up me. And when I mirrored me, I had to see somebody other than Rita's daughter. I had to see somebody other than some professional title I done created and made of myself. Because once again, when it was time to introduce me, yeah, I knew my pronouns, her and she, but I didn't know who else I was from there. So now when I have to introduce me, it ain't no titles. It's just Lisa. Because I had left Lisa alone. I had just left Lisa right along with the rest of them. I left Lisa in a lifestyle that I did not want to revisit or see again. So I thought if I kept remembering me in the equation, that I was going to keep knocking me down and I was going to think that I wasn't nothing. But Lord and behold, Lord and behold, Lord and behold, the Most High God gave me my stripes and said, you don't earn anything else outside. You go and you mirror yourself. You go and you stand still. You drop that big heart down. You drop your Omni Incorporated down. You take your LG Hands of Care initiative and work yourself. Okay, my God told me to look in the mirror and become my peer, because I ain't the friendliest person and I ain't real quick to make friends. But what I learned in my group is, he said, it ain't making friends, but it is being friendly. I said, okay, friendly I can be. Friends I'm having an issue with. The first friend in me was supposed to be for me, and I didn't never befriend my own self. So I'm looking in the mirror today and seeing a little bit more than what I look like in my outfit. I used to figure if I could dress the role, my bangs are down. I didn't wash my ass now. I didn't brush my teeth and I'm up now and I'm mobile. That should just be enough, you know? You know, that ought to be enough. But the inner beast, the inner down in the belly, when they say vomit all over the floor, Lord knows that I hate to be embarrassed and I don't like to throw up. I don't like to let air out and gas and nothing in front of nobody. So when it come down for me to throw up my life today on this here Sunday, come on. When you're sitting in church and you've already invited me, just imagine me coming and walking through the door, because right now I've been on a tight schedule. But trust and believe me, I'm going to be coming and I'm going to come walking in the door. And I don't want to come walking in the door with my head down. Come on now. I don't want to come walking in your church house thinking that I am the church. So don't look at me. I don't want to walk in your doors of your church and feel like it's time for me to go before the service even started. I need to be able to walk in the door that invited me. Come on, God. When you opened up the door for me, I don't have to turn the knob. All I got to do is walk through and take me through there. Let's go. And they said, now listen here now. The Most High God said that there was a time when we watched you and you was covered. Yeah, I was covered to keep you from grabbing me. Stop looking at me. Lower your gaze. So I kept those parts of the religion that I once had. But see, that wasn't never mine. When I was at the Clear Muhammad School, my mother took me there. When I became a Muslim, my mother took me there. When I took that garment and put it on, my mom gave me that. The Most High God came and got me from my mother's life and said, hey, I already took your mom home. You better hope that you got a place in paradise. Stop living according to your mother. You're more than just your mother's child. Who are you? And I raised my hand in front of the Most High God and I ignored the people. And I said, well, I'm Lisa. Yeah. Hi. Hi, world. I'm Lisa. Fiercely and wonderfully made. I recovered from alcoholism. No, I'm recovering. Take the D off of that because I'm still in it. Yeah, I'm still fighting it right now. I'm still fighting it. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm still fighting it. I'm not fighting it because one more drink I might die. No, one more drink I might be too happy. Okay, so my health does not depend on another drink. It's my sanity that depends on another drink. So I don't want nobody to get all emotional in their bag and say, oh, you can't drink. Because if you drink, no, 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 baby. I can if I want to. But when you lose the urge to want to, when you lose the urge to want to be a part of, do a thing, it doesn't come from no directions and it don't come from nobody. It don't come from nobody. It comes from my research, from digging down within. And I said, now where exactly does this alcohol belong in my body this morning? What is my benefit today? Because today my benefits and circumstances matters to me. My consequences and everything matter to me. The 0 to this Muncie shuffle matters to me. The 0 to the I can do the time matters to me. There's no such thing as I can do the time no more. I don't have another run in me. So when I got to get up and think about that drink, I think about, do I got another run in me? No, Dr. Glenn, you don't have another run. So I'm going to sit down. That's why I sit down. I sit down. That's my why. It ain't the people, places, and things that stop me. My why is because if I continue to jump out on myself, then I ain't going to be no me. Because the only person I don't fight for is me. Okay, so there's a surrender when it comes to me. Yeah, every now and then I throw the towel in when it comes to me. Yeah. So my God sit me down in a group of strangers for a week. Yo, come on, God. It is for you, the sovereign God, that I rely on. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. I demand and declare the devil to get off of me. Period. Devil, shake them off of me. Now, in the midst of that, yeah, I wanted to go have a hoopla time, a party to be exact, because I want to know what kind of celebration can I have without Remy. What kind of celebration can I have without the Tito's? What kind of celebration can I be a part of without the Quavo? Where are the friends that can just celebrate me for me? And my God said, the celebration is in you. The celebration is in you. The value that you need to get through your next day is in you. It's not relying upon no people. Rita's daughter. Come on, little girl. You stand up about your own body. And then when I came up out my body, because you think you know my body. No, you don't know my body, because I laid down and let you enter one time, honey. The last thing you needed to do was remember that. Forget about me. You know what I'm saying? I need for somebody to forget about my physical. And I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard, because the Lord God himself keeps and preserves those that help themselves. See, it's not a victim that I know that did not get up and tell on the victimizer. And I was never ashamed to tell on what happened with me. And if I think I see the impulse coming, I'm going to tell on it again. I'm going to tap my new friends on the shoulder. I'm going to call them up on the phone. Yeah, because it seemed like a bunch of white men and a bunch of strange women sat up there and had me to do. Yeah, they didn't leave out of there until they found out that I was okay. Okay, so that feels fantastic to be around some people that don't know me. But then when I introduced myself and they got to know me, there was nothing about me that I had to apologize for being me. I was accepted as I was. Now, yes, I was accepted as I was. And I want you to tune into YouTube on my channel, because right now I'm live on YouTube as we speak. I'm live on 31 other platforms. I am still functioning and running, operating the Big Heart Radio Show. Why did I pull back? Because the Most High is requiring me to deal with me. Right now, that radio ain't dealing with me. That radio is dealing with the worldwide person that I created. My God said, well, you have already created yourself up and built yourself to be the highest thing. Now I need you to let me work on you now. So now I'm out the way, and it's me and my Most High God. And the Most High God is conditioning me, restoring me. The Most High is not going to allow me to turn around and go decline because of someone else. Nah. My God don't do that no more for me. It was never him. It was me. It was a self-sabotage. It was me. I was jumping in the arena. It was me. I was looking for attention in the wrong places. It was me. I was insulting my own family. It was me. I was rubbing people the wrong way. Come on, God. I was being mean. Yeah, I was being mean. Come on. And I asked God to remove those things from me that I thought was a quality. Because when you think that you're being knocked down, see, you start coming with your tools. And if those is my qualities, what I stood on, how am I supposed to redirect who I am? Why do I have to apologize for being me? Come on, God, talk to me about that. I need a whisper in my ear that says, do not defend yourself, Lisa. Do not defend yourself, because my son already died for you. It's harder than it is said than done. Yes, it's easier for me to defend myself because my community have taught me to do that. Yeah. We don't raise no fools or no bitches here. We become those things. But we not brought up from that kind of roots. The trees that standing in my environment has stood for years. I can count trees and no trees on just about every neighborhood that I come from, because those trees is deep rooted. Those are the things, the pillars that was in our community. When I looked up at the trees and remembered them, I said, I wanted to be as strong as you and last as long as you. Because some of the things that you can't knock down is a pillar that stands strong within yourself. There's people that always want to knock you down. They want to call the inequities out of you. They want to see what's wrong with you. They don't never want to take notes and write it down who you really are. Come on. Now, you know your minister right here. You know I'm not here to hold you. You know how I tease you. I'm not here to hold you, though. I'm not here to hold you. I just wanted to give you some me. I wanted to vomit on my floor today. I want to try to go ahead and reconcile with me. Yeah, I'm going to rebuild my bond and my ties with me. Somebody's grandmom, me. The mother, me. The cousin, me. The friend, me. The sister, me. The woman, yeah, me. I'm going to focus so that my life starts and ends with me. And that's it. On the other hand, when I am finished with my next certification here, I did pass the test Friday. There's more to go. There's another test yet. Friday will be graduation if things go the way they go. I'm using the word if because I don't never count before I get it. So stay with me and I will record the graduation Friday. Of course, I don't expect for nobody to be there. I've never had anybody supporting me, and I'm not looking for it from here. I got enough strangers to be there for me on Friday that I don't have to worry about looking through no crowd and seeing no familiar face. So it doesn't matter to me who doesn't support me. The Most High God got my best interest. And those of you that the Lord removed and is exposing and revealing, he's showing me that it's not my peers that's holding them people. It's extra people. So therefore, I got to go to my extra people. I'm tired of relying on the ones that I grew up around or be around and trying to show an example and standing up for the place and wherever I go and whoever I'm around. Oh, it's Harrisburg, it's this. No, it's Dr. Glenn and that's that. It's Minister Dr. Glenn to be exact. Minister Dr. Glenn have come from the bottom and now I'm here. Period. Now, there's that. So all my cousins, follow me. I've got another job opportunity and more certifications. Come forward.